lama. He knew what the howlers, he's from Maui. He knew what the howlers were gonna do. They were gonna map it and make a claim. So what he did was he jumped, he was smart. He didn't go beat him. And he started making all this kind of division and wrote about it. And so what it is every one of us need to know the name of the mokus. On Oahu we have 6 mokus. And in each moku has all these different ahupua'a. So some can get 11, some can get 20. So it's all different. All the islands, same thing. So you have the islands, ahupua'as, and then you have the winds, and then you have Wakipana, secret sites. Then you have koa, fishing shrines. Then you have all the different fishes from each fishing shrine. And then the story of the migration of this fish from Ever Beach. That's why Ever Beach is so important. What? Very good. Oh, I can come kiss you. It's the limu of Ever. And so the story is about this man, how he was told by his father-in-law, I could give you this gift, but you must promise me when you go home, don't stop. So he started going home, and as he go home, it was far, so he had to stop and rest. So every place he stopped, all the fishing shrine was created. Okay? So that's how we know about each fishing shrine has a name and has the fish that comes to their fish, even till today. Never finish.
Are they trying to change that over there too? They're trying to put like a colina over there.
Yeah,
they can do anything and everything that they want, but you know the Hawaiians say, use it or lose it. So, you know, it's there. You use their law, it's the Hawaii State Constitution. It's Article 12, Section 7:1. You carry it with you every time you go to a secret place. You show the officers have a right to be here, just like Waikiki. You're not allowed to lie down atop Kalani. You lie down. You tell them you are meditating, you're talking to the spirits. He said, yeah, but what happened if I was snoring? I said, you're doing your mantra. Be creative, okay?
Yeah, be creative.
Okay? So anyway, so coming down to, to Waianae, and then it tells about the fish. There's stories, I mean, you can find it in Sites of Oahu by Sterling and Sumners. You can find it in books by Hawaiian historians, Kamakau, Malo, Kipalino, Francis, John Papa'i'i. John Papa'i's book is the best. And the reason why it's called Fragments of Hawaii, Fragments of Hawaiian History, yeah? And the reason why his book is so important because firsthand, he was actually in the household and where this history was being made, he actually was there. So he spoke from experience. All the other people was second, third,
the best one.
Yeah. So I'll tell Pono tell you, but in between the story wouldn't change. You know how Portuguese are. I'm just anyway. So this is the kind of mo'olelo we want to share. We've been trying to get the kupunas in the public school to do this, but the kupunas just kind of too hard for them. But that's okay. So that's the kind of stuff people like me. I teach the children in the public school to do this, to learn this. Yeah. But this is the mana of our people, native knowledge. And this native knowledge must be passed on. Okay? So the kupunas is saying, how we can pass on the knowledge we don't know? That's okay, that's our job to come share. And then we tell you where to find it. It's of no value if you don't know where to find it. Yeah? So it's written literature, and when you read about this Hawaiian history, you're reading about yourself.
It just makes sense.
Yes, you're reading about yourself. And when I started to read about these people, I said, who are these strange people? My people, you know what I mean? And I said, I had to read from a Howlis book to know about myself. But thank goodness the guys wouldn't record them.
So Anake, what was the shrine for the fishing shrine for?
Oh, I love this question. You know why? The name is there. I'm not going to do it for you. You see the thing on the map? It's on the map. Yeah. But the thing about it is, I just told you guys where you can find it. Now it's your responsibility to find it. So by the time I come to go share this mana'o with you guys gonna let this. Oh, Auntie, I know the story. I said, go for it. And so that's how it should be. Why want Kupuna from Po'olaulo district going to Waianae to tell Waianae people their story? That's not my job. But my job is to get you there. And how am I going to get you there? The resource. And this is how you protect your culture, your history. Protection, perpetuation, preservation. Okay? That's our responsibility. Don't let the Po'ehaole do it for you. That's your own. And you know how you can protect it? Guess where? How you know where all of this stuff coming from? There's only 2 words. Every Hawaiian should know it. It starts with an M.
Mama Aina.
No? Try. Come on.
Manaleo.
Everything that we have is dependent on it. Go ahead. Bring me one stick so I can hit him. Mo'olelo, 2 words. Mo'olelo and... Okay, what is Mo'olelo? Stories. And what's connected to Mo'olelo?
Oli.
Come on. What's the Hawaiian word for... Yes. Mo'olelo and mo'okuaho. E malama ka aina ka ako. You take of the land take of you. And for you to know your land, you must know your... You must know your mo'okuaho first. Who you are. And then after you learn your mo'okuaho, then you must know the mo'olelo. The stories. And you know what's so funny, eh? The story is going to come. You're going to find out the thing. What Kupuna said, they're going to hold their heavy. They're going to open them up for you.
You need to start writing books.
When you teach out your painting?
Yeah,
228 stories we got. And she and I going to come together and do it.
So we're going to plan on my titas, okay?
Yes.
Hey!
Excited?
Oh, hey, just to let you know, the mango was Miko.
Oh, you like?
Okay, so
That's what it was. Yeah.
so for all of you, you go back, go look this part up. Find the ahupua you live in. Find out the wind that blows in your area. Find out the sacred sites, and find out the stories. And it's all in sites of war. And it's okay. These are the resources. All of Kepalino's book, all of Kamakao's book, all of John Papai's book. He only get one. Kamakao, Malo, Kepalino. Somebody else is missing. But you read their books. So when you talk about one story and you can read the citation in any of the books, you use all those citations that refers to that subject matter. And then you bring your family's genealogy, your family's stories, and you connect them. You pili that to the history. Okay, let me go back to the story of Kakohe and Nunu. Okay? Kakohe and Nunu were the kahunas of Liloa. Okay? So when Liloa died, his son Hakau because he was a firstborn, he became the mo'i. But he had a younger brother named Umi Alilo. Now Umi's mother was a lower chiefly line. They said she was a, Makainana or Kawashi wasn't. She came from chiefly line. So anyway, long story short, Liloa told her that if you have a son, send him, to find me. And so Umi Aliloa goes to find his father, becomes becomes part of his household and trained. Hakau, seeing about Umi Aliloa, that people loved him. He always had the most fish. Everything he did was always the best. And more so, he was sharing and caring. Hakau, he no share. He keep for him and his people. So the people loved Umi Aliloa. So when Liloa died, Hakau became the mo'i, and he was me. So Umi took his people and left and went to Hilo. Okay? So what is in Hilo, the people go out, they plant, they fish, and all that. So one day these two kahunas came because Hakau wasn't taking care of them. So only this one man was in the village. So when he saw these two kahunas, he went to make food for them. He make awa after that. The guys go to sleep. So the people started coming back. So the two kahunas got up and they went to look for Umialuloa. They said, oh, the people say, he's here somewhere. They said, where? They haven't seen him. So long story short, they finally found out that Umialuloa was the one that made the food. Okay? And so they were so scared that Umi was going to kill them. And Umi, he put the fears aside and said, no, So these two kahunas, Nunu and Kakohe, they told Umi, we're going to help you to go after Hakau. So they did. They took over Hakau's kingdom, and Umialuloa became the Mo'i. So one day he told his warriors, bring the two kahunas. So he told the two kahunas, you have to run. Run as far as you can, because if you don't, I'll have my people kill you. So they started to run. Okay? One was younger, so he ran further. The other was older, so not too far, and fell down. He said, as far as you ran, that's your land. That is the mo'olelo. But it's not that mo'olelo that's important. The mo'olelo about that is, this is the first time in Hawaiian history that hereditary rights become part of the kingdom. Mm-hmm. This is the first time where land was passed down to a people and passed down for generations to come. Then here comes Kamehameha, and he invokes the same practice, that lands are hereditary rights. So here we find in history how our lands were treated. And yet that's why what we're doing here today is this rights that was passed down from Umialuloa to Kamehameha, to the Kupuna, to the Kuleana landowners, to the Konyahikis, to Kauikoeokeoli, So as long as we know this, as long as we know this and as long as we exercise it, we're not scared. Yeah? So here we have here at Hakipu'u, this is a private road. It goes all the way down to this family's house in the ocean. Okay? The people say, you cannot come here. This is our land, private property. Can you go in? Can you go to these people's private property to get to the ocean?
Yes.
How many say yes? How many say no? You can. You can. And it's guaranteed, it's protected. We have access rights. We have gathering rights. We can go gather from the sea. Fish, limu, all of that. And then what about going to the mountain? Somebody build houses, they put the kind fence, they put stone wall. And you go to the mountain, same principle. Traditional customary practices, you can go through access. Okay? So, you go get the state constitution, the illegal state, you go get the constitution and you tell them, hey, this is you guys' law. You guys gotta obey your own law. It came from the kingdom and they would put them inside the guys' statutes, inside their constitution. So I said, you guys took our kingdom law, put them inside your constitution. Yeah. So these are the real basic rights. The rights to go to the mountain, the rights to go to the sea. You can go get the fish. Just like this fishery over here. Kualoa Pond. They said this is our pond, it's private, all this kind of stuff. Okay? Did Jared Judd make the pond? No. It was our Kupuna that made it. It was nature, and they just worked with nature. So who has the right to go to the pond? Every one of us. Okay? So there's a saying, use it or lose it. You go over there, the guy's going to say, I'm going to call a police. I'll wait. And those who bought the land knows this. They know you have a right, but unless you exercise this, you go to court, 3 minutes, you're out. Case dismissed. Okay? You just go on the internet, you look at the Hawaii State Constitution, and you look at Article 12, Section 7:1, traditional and customary rights. That's it. You make a copy of it, you laminate them, and you carry them in your car. Okay? And you tell them, please read. Let me give you an example. What is the state language? Hawaiian and what? English. Okay? I'll give you an example. Hauula Elementary wanted to have Hawaiian language in this public school. The superintendent and the principal said no. So they had a meeting with the Kupuna and the parents. And they said, we cannot, we don't have the budget, da 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 da. So they were making all of these arguments. And I said, excuse me, did you guys ever read the Constitution of the state of Hawaii? They said, what has that got to do with it? I said, I'm just asking a question. Have you read the state constitution? They said, yeah. And I said, well, what is the language of the state of Hawaii? They said, English. I said, any other language? They said, Hawaiian. So let me say this. If you do not offer a Hawaiian language in a public school such as Hauula, we will have to file a complaint with the Attorney General for your violation of the state law and your state agency. Does Hauula have a Hawaiian language school? Yes. They have Olelo Hawaii. Okay? Same place. Why not? You want one? You go get them. You know? Unless you exercise those rights. Okay, let me ask you this. Who is the beneficiary for the state of Hawaii?
Napoe Hawaii.
Napoe Hawaii, anybody else? And the general public. Okay? And Hawaiians qualify in both. Okay? We're members of the general public, but we're also Hawaiians. We are the beneficiaries. They said there's more members in the general public, so more money should go to the general public.
Yeah.
Wrong. Wrong. We have more benefits than they, but the guys go and help the general public more so than they help Hawaiians. And you know why they do it? Because we acquiesce. We don't complain. But here comes TMT. TMT is a, you know, TMT is a voice and a group to deal with. They have never had groups come out like this. Never. It's called raw power, people power. And it needs to, you know, snowball. And they've got the right thing to do. They've got the right reason and the right thing to do. So TMT, yeah. And we are so, you know, I don't like to use the word, but anyway, we are so appreciative of what they do. And so, you know, we will stand with them. You know, aye. You know, take the responsibility. So anyway, I'd love to come to you guys, Moku, and I'd like to share with the Mo'olelo, but make me proud so by the time I come there, I'm going to be the listener and you're going to be the teacher.
You did homework?
Yeah. And take my